yeah. So I mean, I love coffee. I've always loved coffee. I got 2 kids. I need coffee to survive. And Biz actually came up with the idea when he was on PMT. He was like, it was like maybe a month and a half ago. He's like, you should start a coffee company. I was like, good idea. So it only took like 3 weeks. We built the whole thing. And yeah, Biz is basically credit to Biz for everything. No,
I almost blew the cover, but when I said that, I'm like, man, I would buy your coffee just for the amount of memes you post about it, which I mean, I don't think you've missed yet, right? So
well,
did the meme streak begin? Sorry to like, was that all a long play, slow play?
No. And Whit, you can Whit, in RA2, actually all 3 of you guys have been around forever, and such an integral part of Barstool. You know that at this company, we are idiots,
Yeah.
like dumb person myself. So I started as memes, and then it took like 6 months, and Erica was like, why don't you start your own coffee company? I was like, shit, I never even thought about that. Like, that's a pretty good idea. I would have just been, if it weren't for Erica, I would have just been memeing till the day I die. I would have been like, I would have died. I would have been on my deathbed, and my kids would have been like, where's our inheritance? I'd be like, here, I have a fucking meme for you.
Given the context to the story, maybe you should start an organic blend as well. Because now you have, there you go. There you go. So you have a light roast, a medium roast, and then the Electric Avenue dark roast.
Yes. I just realized too, this is just the scene from Wayne's World where they're doing all the commercials. And it's like, we got Whit with his Pink Whitney shit, you with your Big Deal Brewing. I got we're just like, we'd never sell out. Right, guys?
Oh, this might not be a good time.
I never would have said that.
This might not be.
I never would have either.
Yeah, this might not be a good time to steal some of your thunder, but RA is actually coming out with a little bit of competition. He's actually going to release a tea.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just announce right now.
Just a splash of crack in it.
Yes.
Yeah. And Grinelli's coming out with mouse traps. Yes. But going back to the coffee, so like, how was the whole process of figuring out what you wanted to do with it? Obviously, you come out with the 3 roasts in which are available in a bundle package. Talk us through the whole process of starting them all.
Is this how he does interviews? I can't take him serious like this.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're just doing like I feel like I'm sitting next to you and Wayno on the set. Like we're
Peter
just doing
man's biz. Take us through that goal.
Take us through that goal.
No, because I'm curious.
Are you getting question shamed right now, Biz?
I'm getting fucking question
shamed.
Biz
is getting question shamed. You're Jack Hughes, big cat.
I'm taking a timeout. I'm taking a timeout. No, I'm taking a timeout.
Keep him in, Biz. It was a great question. I'm just not used to you being like, a real journalist.
Professional.
You were professional there.
Right.
What was the question? I can't even remember it.
I asked how many poops a day do you take after consuming all your coffee?
A lot. No, it was crazy because Erica told me like, hey, let's do this. And I was like, all right, well, I don't know what to do. And she's like, well, we have people like you guys, when you come to the office in New York, do you ever go up to the 3rd floor?
Yes.
The 3rd floor has like 100 people who are so goddamn talented. And like the amount of people like, so Will Walker, I'll just name a few, Will Walker, Courtney, and this guy, Trevor, they were like the 3 that kind of spearheaded it. And they basically like, and Stu too, not Stu Feiner, they like learned everything about coffee. They learned everything about the business. They took me to this place called Regal Coffee that does our bagging and all the beans and everything. We went and tried 60 cups of coffee. They like dialed down the taste to exactly what I wanted. All the branding, the websites. It's nuts. It's nuts. Like it's more like blew my mind. Like, oh my God, like Barstool has the power to do these things and do them efficiently. When I just think about like where we were so many, like 5-6 years ago, where it was like, I don't know, like it's like the old hypothetical, how long would it take you if you had to build like a rocket to get to the moon? Or how long would it take you to build a boat if you had to be like Columbus and go across the ocean? How long would it take me 5 years ago to build a coffee company just with me?
I remember when I first
years.
I remember when I first joined Barstool. I think like once a week somebody was bitching at All Business Pete because the Wi-Fi wasn't working at the fucking office.
It still doesn't work.
Still goes.
Oh, okay.
It still doesn't work. Yeah, that still doesn't work. But
Is
yeah,
All Business Pete still there getting bitched at?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's a lifer. I love the Barstool lifers where it's like, dude, you're not going anywhere for anything. Like you're here forever, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. Like you're stuck with us. We're stuck with you. It just is what it is.
His voice right now is disgusting.
Oh, gross. Wait,
I heard his voice. I had to Google. I was like, that's him. I had to see the video of it.
Dave made him stop talking when we were on the Maction tour. First day he comes in, he tries to talk, and Dave's like, "Are you sick?" And then he literally didn't say a word for the rest of the time. He also, another side, just a funny All Business Pete. The guy works. Don't ever tell him I said this, ever. Okay, if you repeat this, I will deny it till the day I die. But he works insanely hard and like sets things up to make us look good. That like he's flying around the country, he's doing all this stuff. We've been doing the college football show for 5 years. I want to say, I don't know, 6 or 7 Saturdays in the fall. We do the on-site location. This year we're at Penn State. He walks onto the bus and Dave just looks at me and goes, "You come to these things?" I was just like,
oh my goodness. I will say he's got
and he meant that. He was like,
I didn't know you come to these things. That's how good Pete is, though. He's working behind the scenes, like making sure everything looks great. And Dave was like,
he must deep down hate Dave so much. That's just such a shriveling.
He's always got a resting bitch face. I feel like the guy, like he has that look where he just like hates my guts.
Yeah,
so
he's a grumpy bastard. I always say hi. He says, "How you doing?"
Yeah. No, Pete will sometimes come to my desk and he like early in the morning, like when it's just like 3 people in the office, and he and I will have like a 10 or 15 minute talk about like our kids or whatever, and just like real human being talk. And then at the end, we'll just be like, "That was weird. Like, get out of here. Like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, don't ever say it. Don't ever say we did this."
All right. I think you had one, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a relatively newbie to coffee. I just started drinking a couple years ago. Like, which one has the most oomph, like caffeine-wise? Like, people think the dark roast is, but I heard that's not true. So break it down for us.
Great question. Great question, RA. That's how you ask a question, Biz.
Fuck off.
It blew my mind when we went to the Regal factory. The dark roast has the least amount of caffeine because everyone's always like, "Oh, the strongest coffee is the dark roast." They burn the caffeine out of the dark roast. So that's why it like has that burnt taste to it. So light actually has the most caffeine. I have probably used that fun fact 100 times in the last 6 months. No one really thinks it's that fun, but they all are like, "Oh, that's cool." So I appreciate anyone who I've told that to is like giving me the time of day to be like, interesting fact.
Well, I'm glad now that I know, because I need the most oomph, because like coffee actually has double the caffeine of tea. I mean, I like a cup of tea, but when you like need a little like a boost, you need fucking some coffee. So go ahead, Biz. I knew you wanted.
Well, I have you told the story about like the name of it and like why you named it Stella Blue?
Yeah,
our audience. Yeah,
I don't want you to cry though, Dan.
That was Hank's fault. Right now. That's your boy Hank. Hank sat me down and was like, "We need to do a backstory of the coffee brand, building the brand." And he asked like 5 or 6 softball questions. And then he's like, "What about your dog, Stella? She's sick." And I was like, "Oh, cool, dude." And so I started to get a little teary eyed, but yeah, Stella has been with us for, she's 11 and a half. So I adopted her before I even started at Barstool. And she's been through the move, Chicago to New York. Used to be back in the day, I'd be sitting blogging 15 blogs a day and she'd just be sitting next to me all day. And so I was like, she has a kidney disease, which is incurable with dogs. She's an older dog. So it's not like, it's sad, but it's also, she's an older dog. So, we found out, I think like maybe 9 months ago that she had a kidney disease. So it was like, this just happens. And, it's like, as much time as we get with her is awesome. And so I was like, why not? My favorite thing in the world to do back before kids and everything was just wake up, take her for a long walk, get a cup of coffee, gamble my face off. And so figured why not have her legacy live forever with Stella Blue. So
that's awesome.
It was kind of seamless.
Great story.
Such a great name too.
And it's funny, like Portnoy's dog's named Stella too, right? So
yeah.
That's
I have a theory. I have a theory that there's guy dog names you can use any name. Like you could name a bulldog Kevin, right? You can't name a girl dog like Samantha. There's not a lot of girl dog names when you actually break it down. Like it's like Sadie, Stella. Here, Stella's barking right now. Like what are the girl dog names that you guys know? Like because you know what I mean? Like
Sharon,
you meet a dog and it's like
Katie.
I don't
Yeah,
know, but
like-
somebody with a dog named Sam right now is just cursing you out. Like,
yeah.
that's
yeah,
just a-
oh yeah.
you-
But
but-
I'm right. They're wrong. Like Stella's just a great dog name.
Big Cat, I named my dog Ravioli, and she's a girl. I think that's a great dog name.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's
That's weird.
a corgi. I think it fits perfect.
What are you,
Yeah, all right.
dog?
Corgis are weird dogs. So you can
Yeah,
name
she's
them
a little
anything.
fatty. We call her Ravi, so it works perfect.
That's good. I like that. But yeah, like you can't like if you meet a bulldog named George or Bill, you're like that dog rocks. If you meet like a bulldog named like Catherine, what? You know what I mean?
Hey, what's up, Katie?
Like it's something about it. I don't know what it is, but like it just doesn't really work. So yeah.
So Big Cat, where can people get this online? So people listen, they want to
Dude.
try it out.
All right. I don't care what Biz and Wit say about you when you're not around. You're fucking good at this.
Well, thank you, buddy. Mucho apreciado.
So such a mean thing I just did there. StellaBlueCoffee.com. I love doing that to people being like, dude, I don't care what everyone says. Like, you're not that bad of a guy.
You're not
You don't
going
need
to
to
shame
explain
him.
your joke, Dan. Come on.
Yeah, we get it, buddy.
Well, I don't know. I made it uncomfortable for you guys. StellaBlueCoffee.com.